now people started believing that if there is no noise, no machinery, no smell, still nature can do its work very calm and quietly. And the results are amazing.
Hello, guys, and welcome to yet another episode of Sustainability Simplified, your bi monthly dose of how to seamlessly build an action oriented, sustainable, and profitable business. I am your host, Zitin, and in episode 17 today, we have with us the super experienced research scientist and microbiologist, Sayali Joshi, who is the CEO of SERI, which is Shrishti Eco Research Institute. Welcome, ma'am. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Hi, Ziti. It's really a pleasure to be on your show. Loving to talk to you. How do you do?
Very well, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here. So let's dive in directly. What do you say?
Yeah. Yes, yes. Sure, sure.
Amazing. So if you could please share a little bit about yourself and your journey of starting SERI, that would be great.
Yes. As you told, I'm a microbiology by discipline and working in the field of water and wastewater since last 25 years.
Right.
SERI, that is Shrishti Eco Research Institute, it's been started by my late husband, Dr. Sandeep Joshi. The basic objective behind starting this private research institute was to provide a sustainable indigenous solution for the treatment of used water. When we started this, that time, the conventional energy intensive treatment systems were the only option. Due to their higher operation and maintenance cost, these systems were installed just for the sake of compliance. Automatically, the non-treated wastewater used to come to our rivers and open water bodies. There was a need of comparatively low cost technique which can be operated and maintained easily by the industrialist or owner of any commercial unit. That was the only reason why we started this to search out the ecological solutions, because we are a tropical country. We have a very good nature, we have different number of biodiversity, different species are there, aquatic
Right.
also, terrestrial also, we have n number of microbial species here. And then that was the only intention to search out this natural energy source to purify the wastewater. This is what the journey is.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. And that was extremely inspirational. On another note, I think it would be great if you can also, let's say, put this a little bit into action for our listeners as to, talking a little bit about a few projects that you would have done, as part of the enterprise.
Sure. Since we started, it was not that we immediately started the projects on field, because that
Right.
was a very new concept. We were researching out every possibilities how we can develop it, and that to the design criteria, design philosophy was very different. That we need to save mechanical, chemical, and electrical energy. That was the design philosophy. So that time we started with pilot projects, but now over a period of time it has been accepted, and now we are dealing with point source of treatment systems, means the wastewater which is generated at different industries, townships, apartments, or commercial complexes, where we know the quantity and quality of wastewater. For treating that type of wastewater, we are using one technology which is we have developed invented that technology, which is called as soilscape filter. Technology we developed was green bridge system, which we are implementing for non-point sources, means the pollution of rivers, streams, drains, because in urban scenario all these stormwater drains, they used to carry rainwater first, but now they are being converted to wastewater drains. So these drains are actually polluting our rivers and lakes, which are fresh water bodies. And I'm very happy to share with you that our soilscape filter system is being empaneled by Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, that is called as Ministry of Jal Shakti now, in Swachh Bharat Mission and Jal Jeevan Mission. Simultaneously, we were working with government on different projects also. Natural water technology was the one project where Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, along with European Union, was actually assessing the technology, better technology for urban scenario. In that project, what we have done, we have put one 50,000 liter treatment system in the premises of Environment Museum at Pune Municipal Corporation. We are lifting 50,000 liter water from a drain, which is a
Okay.
centrally placed nala in Pune city. So we are lifting 50,000 liter water from that drain, and it is being treated in the premises of Environmental Museum, and the treated water is being used to irrigate the plants on the dividers of the road. So this is very good, actually recycling and reuse mechanism. The treatment cost is very minimal, means it's a sustainable thing. You don't have to invest much on treatment, and we were been given a good recognition by European Union also for such kind of efforts. Non-point sources, what we are doing, we are treating different rivers, streams, and drains. And our first project was for non-point sources in that is called as in situ treatment nowadays. It was a large-scale project. You can see it was in 2010, and that time we actually restored, ecologically restored Ayad River of Udaipur city. And Udaipur city that time when was not having any sewage treatment plant as such. City waste was coming to the river, dead and stinking. And in 2010 we started ecological restoration. It was a very good public private participation project. People were there to do Shramadan. Industrialists came forward to have some contribution in this in the terms that they purchase some material which is required for the cleaning and other things. And then government was also there, but it was on fencing. They were there to give us permissions to do the work. Within 3 months of time, we are able to do some install some ecological measures inside the river, and automatically after installing those measures, there was ecologically corrected water, and to everybody's surprise, the river was flourished with fishes, water snakes, and other aquatic biodiversity. So it was
Amazing.
amazing experience. Even that time, planning commission members visited the site. Central
Right.
pollution control members were there. So it was a very good project, and basically it was through public participation, public-private participation. So it was a very good model, and we got award for this project in 2010 by Ministry of Urban Affairs. And then the same now recently we have completed a SERI Eco Restoration project, and I shall means I'm very happy to share with you that Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has awarded this project the water prize, first water prize under ISAC 2020, means India Smart City Mission Contest. So
Amazing.
we have to give speed to restoration of our water bodies, and then we get amazing results when everybody is involved. Everybody has the ownership for the project, they has the contribution in any form. Automatically there is a lot of enthusiasm, and automatically you get good results on site.
No, absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. I think what you mentioned was very, very pertinent, which is just the model is so holistic that it involves all the stakeholders together. That,
Yes.
eventually, it really creates magic on ground. And of
Yeah,
course,
it's a
that has
wave
been
type of thing. It's a wave of enthusiasm everywhere. So the water body then responds, because a water body is actually a natural body. It is a living
right.
thing, and when
Yes.
emotions are there, it is going to respond you. This is how we are getting the response from different water bodies.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that's amazing, and it also reflects in the kind of achievements that you've had and the milestones that SERI has achieved till date, and being awarded by so many important personalities, important
That's our
ministries.
motivation. Basically, we are we are running on that. Yes.
Right. Absolutely. This journey, of course, has been very long, as you had mentioned, and just curious to also understand. Of course, it would not have been smooth at all points. What were some of the challenges that perhaps you faced in this journey?
Yes, Nitin. When we started the journey, there were lots and lots of challenges only. Being a private research institute, nobody is there to fund you. You are not going to get the result immediately today or tomorrow. You have to patiently wait to get the results, try out different possibilities, different models you have to work out, and you were exactly not knowing when the final product will be there in the market. You have to sustain yourself throughout, means emotionally, physically, everything. And that time really it was a challenge, because we started this institute without any funding. We
Right.
were very much involved in research. Acceptance by the industries, bureaucracy was also very big challenge to this idea. Industries were not ready to accept out of box thinking that time, because everything related to the compilation, getting the certificate, acceptance by the different pollution control boards. This is how their mentality was. And bureaucracy system, you know that they are not so bothered regarding the research. They want the full-fledged cooked meal in front of city building of these people was also going on simultaneously. Laboratory experiments were going on. We were asking different industries to requesting them to give us permission to put pilot plant on the wastewater. So many things we have to look into initially. And slowly we were arranging workshops, conferences, round tables, because it should be a moment and people should think of it again and again, then they will come up with some option. 27 years ago, doing field experiment was a challenge basically. And to our destiny, you can say, Dr. Esa Joshi was there in Kalyani Brakes. That time Kalyani Brakes Limited was the name of company, now it is Bosch Chassis. He immediately told us that when we put forth the idea in front of him, ki, this is what we want to do. So he
Right.
immediately told us that, yeah, you can do the pilot plant in my premises. Whatever you require, just tell me. And there we actually started the field application. In 1997, we installed first pilot plant, that too on electroplating wastewater. Means electroplating industries are having very hazardous wastewater. They are having very high heavy metals in that. We were thinking of treating that wastewater with the help of natural systems. So it was really a challenge, and he supported us very well, and that was a very good pilot plant success. And then
Right.
they gave us the order to upgrade the plant up to 60,000 liter per day. And then slowly it began. We were doing capacity building, we were presenting, so that people, means it should be accepted by the scientific community also. It should be accepted by the bureaucracy and implementer also. Really, I would like to tell you, I don't know how many years have been passed in all these things. Means many a times when we think that, oh, so this much of years we are doing the work. This is so,
Right.
means years are just passing by passing, and we were doing our own work. Means we were so busy in all these things. Frustrations were there, because a lot of time when you are doing capacity building, frustration chances are very, very big. So we were in frustration, we were not getting enough money. We were, even people used to tell us that if you want to build a pilot plant, do it on your own money. So that was also a challenge, how we can do it with, means, actually survival was the basic thing, and then again invest in pilot plants, it's a very tricky thing. But that
Right.
also we overcome all the situation. And now it is been accepted by the government, it is been accepted by industry. And let me tell you, recently we have got a very good result for print media wastewater also. Print media houses all over India have agreement with us. They have an agreement with us that they will treat their wastewater with natural system, because till date this wastewater was not being treated. Ink they are using for printing is very hazardous. So
Hmm.
we, uh, we have done capacity building at that level also. We got them together on one platform, explain everything in international conference. We presented our things, what the print media should do for treatment of wastewater, because it is very, very hazardous ink. We are able to treat that wastewater without using any chemical, mechanical, or electrical energy.
Wow.
So now people started believing that if there is no noise, no machinery, no smell, still nature can do its work very calm and quietly. And the results are amazing.
Right. Quite an amazing story. And thank you so much for sharing all those challenges and, in a sense, even opportunities that have actually been, capitalized on.
The other side of challenges are opportunities.
Of course. Of course.
You
Absolutely.
just challenges
It
becomes opportunity.
right. I think it's just about how you see them and how you
Yes.
act on them as well. So yeah. So Moving on, I think there's a small surprise before we move to the last section of the conversation. We will do a quick this or that. So basically, I'll give you two options, and you have to pick only one as to
Oh,
which one you will prefer.
oh. So is there any price also?
I'll talk to you about that. I'll talk to you about that after the recording.
Okay, no issue, no issue.
So let's begin.
Sure, sure, sure.
Amazing. So, what would you prefer? Data work on desk or on ground work on site?
On ground work on site.
Amazing.
Yes.
How about hosting quizzes or delivering knowledge sessions?
Delivering knowledge sessions. My parents are teachers, so
Okay,
I like to deliver lectures.
nice.
Yes.
Great. Conducting training on environmental issues or carrying out environmental audits?
Training are much needed right now. Means audit are okay, they are also needed to check up all the things, but training capacity building is most required thing right now.
Right.
Because see, Jitin, what is happening? Every activist is driven by some passionate concept, and they are not going in detail of that concept. When anybody tells you that this is bad for environment, it is just like any means it's a viral thing that, oh yo, it is bad for environment, it is bad for environment, but
Right.
nobody is actually getting training of it. What are the basic causes, what are the basic things, whether it is really bad or it is just a means visible pollution, or it is a real pollution. So I think training and capacity building is much more needed right now.
Absolutely. Amazing. Great. So, the next one is macro policy related consultation or micro community impact work.
Micro community impact work.
Okay. Amazing. And the last one is tackling urban challenges or rural issues.
Tackling urban challenges, because we are the culprits. We have to tackle our problems first, then go to the villages. So tackling urban
Right.
challenges are more important.
Right. So that was quite an interesting this or that. You were quite clear and very quick
Yes.
actually to answer all of them. So thank you so much. So let's move to the concluding part of our conversation. Would you quickly like to give any advice to our listeners, especially those who might like to pursue this space?
Yeah. Wastewater management in this field, we need dedicated, enthusiastic technocrats. We need more technical person to accept the challenges and save our most precious water bodies. You just need focus and hard working. This is what I can tell. It's a tremendous work we need to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's absolutely true. Brilliant. And I think it's a lot of your focus and hard work, and also the SERI team together, which has really, as I said earlier, created magic on ground.
Yeah.
Um,
And we love to create magics. Basically we are magicians.
that is actually the way to go. Great. So, what if some of your listeners would like to reach out to you or Siri? How could they reach out?
Yeah. One more thing, Jitin, I want to tell you, Seri means, you know that now recently I understood in some movie that Seri is everything will be all right. Okay, okay. So I'm proud that I have taken Seri as a name of my research institute. So Seri
Right.
is everywhere. Let us have confidence. Let us be positive. We are there on, we have website, sericotech.com is our website. You can
Right.
follow us on Facebook, on Insta. We are there in on LinkedIn also, with Seri Ecotech as our hashtag. So everywhere we are there. You can anytime, anywhere ask us anything to do. We are there with you to pursue the freshwater resources problem.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Saili ma'am, for your time. I'm certain, that the conversation will motivate many people.
We want people in this field. Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Totally. Totally.
Yes. Thank
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Take care.
Yes. Thank you so much. I enjoy talking with you and really
Same here.
impressed by the independent work you are carrying out.
Thank
It's
you so
very
much, ma'am.
important work basically, and you can means you. It's a work of attracting people to sustainability initiatives. And
Thank
very all
you.
the best to your work. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. And if you liked this podcast, feel free to share it in your network. My one takeaway from today's episode was nature is the real magician. Nature can calmly heal itself if left to itself to actually heal. So, thank you so much. And I would love to hear your key takeaway from today as well. Do share it with me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. You will find me there on at the rate Zitin Munshi. That's at the rate ZITINMUNSHI. Also, do get in touch with us at Next Mile Co if you'd like to explore how your business can dial up the sustainability quotient profitably. You will find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram on at the rate Next Mile Co. That's at the rate NEXTMILECO. Until next time.